Psycho and blasphemous.
To get these fools on my side,
Let's just hope they're fast enough.
so don't be the one to die tonight.
Hello again, YouTube. This is Dr.Kendo with Pokémon Red, the commentary series that I do probably about once a month. Sometimes it's a little bit more than that. It's just that it doesn't yield a whole lot of subscribers or views or interactions and stuff. But I know that a lot of my Facebook fans and my Twitter pages and stuff, they all like the Pokémon Red series, so I definitely keep it up even if it doesn't get a lot of results on YouTube. And the reason that my Facebook and Twitter fans specifically are big fans of this series is because what I like to do in this Pokémon Red series is to name the Pokemon after you, the subscribers. So you absolutely must be a subscriber for me to name a Pokemon after you. But the other step is for you to basically comment on the Facebook or the Twitter page or any of the social media pages other than YouTube for Dr. Kendo Commentaries, and just leave your username with me and let me know that you want to be named after one of the, or you want to have one of the Pokemon named after you. So in this episode, I'm hoping to get past Mount Moon finally, because we've been in Mount Moon facing Zubats over and over again, and it is probably one of the hardest caves or dungeons or whatever to get out of, just because of the mass amounts of Zubats. So we have Kendo the Charmander, and of course I'm starting out with Gip Elite the Jigglypuff, basically to get the levels up for Jigglypuff, because that's probably one of my lowest Pokemon that's out in the party right now, and so I just wanted to get the Jigglypuff some levels. So here we go. Oh God, that was like no time at all. That it gave me another Zubat battle. Jeez, another zoo battle. Ha ha ha. But yes, the other thing that makes Dr. Kendo Commentary special with regards to Pokemon and everything that I do is that I try to think of ways to get subscriber and audience interaction up even more than that. And oh gosh, Kendo is evolving. That is so dope. Gonna be a Charmeleon, so I am kind of sad, of course, that I have to leave Charmander, my absolute favorite Pokemon, but we got Charmeleon now, so that's pretty fresh, and that's the logical progression, so that's fine. But yes, as I was saying, I'm trying to get audience interaction up and subscriber interaction, and did you just see that? I sang to this Paris and then it woke up on the same turn. That is some bunkness, but the way that I get audience interaction up is just that I answer subscribers' questions on air, and then I will, of course, annotate to your channel when I'm answering it, so it gives you a little bit of exposure, assuming people are clicking those channels. So let's go on with the question today. It's from Alexander Von Koopa, who I do know in real life. He lives in the same city as me, and we actually both went to the same school, although he's ending his freshman year at the time that I record this, but you know, I graduated back in 2009, so we were definitely at different times, but I interacted with him because he is in the theater over there, and so I actually had my theater debut over at the university as well. We both did a show where basically the audience was blindfolded, and it was Theater of the Blind, presenting Don Quixote. So that was a fun time. He actually got to play the lead of Don Quixote. And as he complimented me in a live stream that I did recently, he said, Dr. Kendo played a pretty awesome bad guy priest. So yes, I did. Oh, Wally Win the Geodude level 10. Awesome. Wally Win level 10. That's good stuff. We need a potion up here because we're about to face this rocket dude who has a Raticate that's like level 16 or whatever. So that's, I mean, I feel like we need more levels than that, but maybe we could take him. Zubat battle. Well, that'll help just a little bit. Maybe we can level up Mrs. Kendo. But anyway, Alexander Von Koopa, thank you for asking a question. And it's kind of cool to have a subscriber that I actually know in my personal life and who has found my channel. But his question is, in Pokémon Live, the stage musical, you can find it on YouTube, it was implied that Giovanni was Ash's father. What are your thoughts on if that's plausible and or who Ash's father is? Well, I definitely think that that's plausible, and I think that that would actually be pretty cool if Giovanni was Ash's father. You know, that'd be kind of a cool, strange twist, you know, that maybe people are expecting or maybe not. And by the way, now we're gonna fight the Rocket, who's like, little kids should leave grown-ups alone. But yes, so Giovanni being Ash's father, that would be actually really cool. Or maybe if it was like Professor Oak was Ash's father. You know how much Professor Oak is getting with Ash's mom. I mean, he's always hanging around her and stuff like that. And you could tell that he's just like down with her, so how much he wants to keep up with Ash. But that would also mean that with Gary being his grandson, that would actually mean that Gary is either much younger than Ash or Professor Oak planted his seed a long time ago in a woman, and and Gary was born around the same time as Ash, because I assume that they are, you know, nearly the same ages. Okay, but we took out that Raticate. That was pretty cool, and the Rocket's all like, I'm steamed. Yes, you are steamed like the hottest of vegetables. So yes, I will need to check out Pokémon Live, the stage musical. I definitely would like to see that. There's also a Sonic the Hedgehog musical, and I don't think it's all that good. I just remember seeing like one song of it and was not impressed. But maybe I need to give it more of a chance. Hopefully the Pokemon one is not the same. But let's move on to our other question, actually, as we're moving through Mount Moon here. We can take another one. It's from Darth Giraffe, who asked, would you like to see a huge Pokemon game with all the regions and all the Pokemon? If so, how much would you be willing to pay for it? Alright, now I've said this millions of times if you follow Dr. Kendo in the most obscure places, like a radio show that I host called Necessary FM. Usually I host that every Thursday around 6 or 7 o'clock Central Time, but I'll also try to host it at random times other than that. Looks like we're fighting another Team Rocket guy here, and we need to get a Moonstone that's up there. It's kind of a secret item that's hidden, and also the fossils, because Mount Moon, of course, before you leave, you get the fossil. But Darth Giraffe, in order to answer your question and stuff, if people have seen it or heard me say it before, my dream and desire for a huge Pokemon game with all the regions, yes, I would like to see that, would be a Pokemon MMO. Yes, some people have told me that Pokemon Online is kind of like that, and so I will need to check that out, of course, but I want an official Nintendo version of this. That would be so fresh, except for I don't know if I want to pay monthly for it. You know, usually MMOs you have to pay monthly for. Unless maybe it's the free-to-play model? I don't know if we could ever be so lucky, but wouldn't that be dope, son? You could, like, you know, take on rockets that are just randomly there, or wild Pokemon that are just randomly out there. You know, if you needed to grind and gain some levels, you could just take them out. You could go to the various, you know, Sylph Company and all that, and all the different places. And here we are with the special Moonstone. But yeah, you know, like in World of Warcraft, how you can, like, mount, you know, you can have rideable mounts or flying mounts. Well, it should be the same in Pokemon, you know, like you could fly your Zapdos or whatever over to the other side of the world, you know, and go to one of the other continents or whatever. That would be so dope. And go and collect gym badges and things, and you could, like, party up, you know, and face people in, like, double or triple or quadruple Pokemon battles. I don't know, but that would be so fresh. I would love a Pokemon MMO. So, of course, I want everybody to weigh in on these questions and just let me know your thoughts, of course. What's y'all's thoughts, you know, if Giovanni is potentially Ash's father, or who Ash's father really is? And also tell me about what you would think for a huge Pokemon game with all of the regions in it. How much would I be willing to pay for it? Again, I don't know if I'd be willing to pay monthly, but I would certainly pay probably like a $30 to $40 price tag on something like that. Or maybe if it was like free-to-play model of games, I guess they would have to have a lot of DLC or something that, you know, to play further on and maybe play the other regions. Maybe you'd have to pay for that or something, I don't know. But I think that would be so fresh. And Wally Wynn just leveled up again and learned Defense Curl. We're doing good here. We need to take on this super nerd who just happens to be not wanting to share these fossils, even though there's 2 of them. Although, yeah, I guess if I found 2 fossils of Pokemon that are, you know, are supposedly extinct and we could extract them, I guess I would want both of them for myself too. So we've got the wee guy out here and he's not doing all so good because the Koffing's not gonna die. Oh no, I got smogged. Okay, yeah, the wee guy fainted. Dang. Well, let's get Akram to finish the job here. He's gonna have to leech life, and he's gonna have to do it again. Leech life was super effective, but it doesn't do all that much damage, so that does not take care of the coughing problem right there. But he says, okay, I'll share. So we got the super nerd. Okay, no, I don't want the Helix fossil. I'm gonna take the Dome fossil. For those who are Pokemon noobs or anything and don't remember, the Dome fossil is for the Kabuto, and the Helix fossil is for the Omanite. So, yes, far away on Cinnabar Island, there's a Pokemon lab, and they do research on regenerating the fossils, so that's where we're gonna go later on in the game. It's actually much later on, and I think, don't you get it at like level 5 or level 10 or something really low, even though all your other Pokemon are gonna be, you know, better levels than that? So yes, there will have to be some grinding involved with getting the Kabuto to do a little better once we get it, but that's much farther on in the game. So now we're on the route to Cerulean City. Before we get there, I know that this patch of grass that I'm now fighting this Rattata in, or Rattata, it has a chance to get an Ekans since I'm playing on Pokémon Red. Yes, we all know that Ekans is snake backwards and Arbok is cobra backwards. I think we all felt like we were the ones who discovered that, you know, back in the days. And oh, sweet, okay, Ekans already, it's level 6, but we already got one, and hopefully I don't kill it with this scratch. Alright, sweet. That was close. Okay, so we're gonna use our last Pokeball. That would suck if this didn't work, but I'm sure, yep, we got it. All right, good. So, yes, we are going to check the Pokédex data, and we do want to give a nickname to the Ekans. So next on the list for nicknames is an active subscriber of mine whose YouTube name is BloodMoney654, and since there's no numbers, we're gonna go ahead and just do Blood Money, and it fits perfectly. Awesome. So now what we need to do is just head on into Cerulean City. I might need to do a lot of grinding. Maybe you guys could just let me know if you want to see the grinding, or if I should just grind it up, level up my Pokemon and everything, and then just go handle all of the Cerulean City tasks after that. But certainly there will be some grinding to do before we face Misty, being that, you know, my Charmeleon, Kendo, is not going to be super effective against the water Pokemon over there. I will definitely need to level somebody else up, although Mrs. Kendo Butterfree will be quite good. But I might take out the Paris, you know, TAC 1421 games. I might bring him out, but we'll see. Maybe you guys just give me your input and what you would like to see as well. And don't forget to weigh in on the questions. I appreciate your attention in watching this, and I will catch you on the next vid, and thanks for viewing.
I just might go and blast them up. So get these fools on out of my sight. Let's just hope they're fast enough. So don't be the one to die tonight. Yeah. So don't be the one to die tonight. Die tonight. Die tonight. So don't be the one to die.